what it's essentially telling you here is, for a new startup, a good place to start is with the business model canvas. You'll see also you'll get lots of these little...
Can I just interrupt there,
Yeah,
Chris, briefly? From a new user point of view, when you see this initially, I think there might be sort of a bit of a startle and go, well, what does all of this mean? Actually, just for anybody who's concerned at this stage, this is the easiest thing in the world. What you're about to see is electronic post-it notes, essentially, on a business model canvas. And actually, the business model canvas, working with new businesses, people who don't routinely do business strategy, like business owners, we find that when they go into this, it is so intuitive and so straightforward. We did it the other day with someone who had a lot of experience, but not in strategic planning per se. And we had built out a business model in probably about 30 minutes to an hour of just brainstorming. And so this is, when you get to it, it's a brainstorming tool. That's my experience. So sorry to cut in there, Chris, but initially, if the thought is that looks complex, it's actually the simplest thing in the world. And we're going to show you how now.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. And, based on engaging with lots of different users, we know that people come to the tool from lots of different places in terms of familiarity with some of the strategy concepts, comfort with technology as well. Some people are just more comfortable with technology than other people are. And so we understand that people are coming at from different places, and we've provided as much support as we can to help you over that, which you can read in as much or as little detail as you want, depending on your needs. Our aim here is to make strategy as accessible to as many people as possible so that more people can be successful. And that's based partly on my original experience, which was working for some quite large corporates, of course, who can invest lots of money in this stuff, in getting skilled people and putting a lot of effort into this. And of course, a lot of medium to smaller enterprises haven't been able to afford this in the past. And by using the technology, we're bringing this capability to a much wider audience, people who might have previously been intimidated or put off the idea of doing strategy because they thought of strategy as being a large organization, large spend, intimidating process to try and make it more accessible.
It was much like having a large bookkeeping function in the back room. And this is actually to people who couldn't afford a large strategy department or even a strategist, chief strategy officer, and who may themselves never have seen it. My empirical experience with this is that this is extremely intuitive. Once you get into it and just start filling it out, it all kind of works. So shall we do this, Chris, in a way? I will be fire stuff off me in terms of thoughts and inputs to that business model canvas. Once, of course, you explain what the business model canvas is.
Well, of course, absolutely, Barry. And you're right. People used not to be able to do this. The advances in technology mean that we can bring this kind of power to just a much wider audience, much more cost effectively. And very fortuitously, of course, when we had the recent breakthroughs in AI 2 or so years back, of course, this product was perfectly poised because we have turned strategy from this mysterious exercise into a much simpler data-driven exercise. We can then use that data with the AI to provide support that 3 years ago even would have been completely unimaginable. And so in fact, if you look at the screen here, you'll see you're getting these on-screen guidance at the top. You're getting tips explaining to you how various parts of the system work as well, which I can dismiss. At the top here, you've got a help menu, which will give you, you say, I don't know what a business model canvas is. You go to the help menu and you click on the business model canvas, and it'll give you all the information you need to help you get up and running.